Hi guys, welcome. Okay, I'm here for the second live stream. I'm going to get the phone here. Let's see. Oh good, it's charged. You looking at me? All right, let's pull up the thing here. All right, first person I've got is Honey. Will me and my ex water sign work things out? It's possible for you guys to work things out, but it's going to be a tough road. It's going to be a lot of ups and downs. But it's going to be, you'll have a chance if you want it. Yeah. Brenda, love from May. You have a wish around love in May. You also may have some nice money coming in. Also looks like there's success and moving forward when it comes to love in the month of May. Now, if you're not with anyone right now, a Cancer could be coming in. There also may be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. This person may be a little bit older than you or a little bit more distinguished. They may come off older. But overall, it looks like May could be a good month for you for love. Lucy. Is he in love with the third party? What are his feelings for her? All right, how's he feeling about the third party? There's actually a lot of anxiety around this situation. That's the first card that comes up, anxiety. Indecision, anxiety, regret. Not seeing love here so far. Arguments and bickering. Arguments and bickering again. Feeling the weight of the world is on his shoulders. I'm not convinced that this situation is what it's cracked up to be. No, I'm not convinced. New chapter. What will happen when I see George again? The connection glitched in the last live and I couldn't hear. Okay. I think I said things were going to go smooth but passionate. Let's have a look. Okay, the next time that you see him or hear from him, or you guys are physically together, it looks like you may do a lot of talking and it may feel like things are stuck in the mud and not going anywhere. But that's not true. Things will start to move. So it might not happen the first time you're together. You may feel like it's like you've gotten nowhere, but that changes relatively quickly. And things move forward slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. Use your intuition. Moving forward, he could come in with some unexpected events, like he wants to do some unexpected things out of the blue, like unplanned, like shows up or calls out of nowhere, wants to do some things. I think that it's going to be divinely guided. I also think that right now he feels a little bit like he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. He doesn't know what to do. He'd like to take the easy way out, but he knows that he can't get away with that for much longer. He does not want to lose the connection he has with you, but he's kind of afraid of how to handle things. Like he wants to try to make it as least complicated as he can, but he doesn't seem to know how to, and it keeps kind of blowing up in his face. He cares a lot about you. You've got a wish around love and you have a full cup there. So don't get discouraged if the first time you see him, things are like, you feel like you got nowhere, it's not going to stay like that. It's going to change pretty quickly after that. KT. All right, general reading for Kristen. All right. Oh, first card around you is strength. You've got strength on your side. Whoa. You've got strength and you have a wish coming in. You also have cause for celebration coming in. And even if you're feeling upside down, backwards, defeated, maybe even worried about money, maybe part of it, you've got balance coming back into your life. And when this card shows up, it's like feeling like everything is balanced. Equal time at work, equal time at home, you know, not like craziness. You also have good karma and justice on your side. You are also being guided by the divine. When this card shows up, it's like the powers that be are watching over you and they're guiding you to the right place at the right time. No matter how you're feeling right now, you have temperance here, which is feeling peaceful, balanced, compassionate, serene, moving forward. Even if that's not how you're feeling today, that's coming in. The High Priestess is here. Your intuition is really strong. Stay connected to it. You have an offering of love coming in. If you're not with anyone right now, out of the blue, when you least expect it, your love life moves forward very quickly. Could be with a Cancer. There's victory around love. There's also magic around you. So you can manifest anything you want with the Magician. Stay positive. Stay focused. You also have a water sign around you and a Virgo. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Virgo, or Cancer that may be coming in love-wise. Or they could also just be like supportive friends that are around you. But either way, it looks like things are heading in the right direction for you. No matter how you're feeling right now, you're not going to be feeling bad for much longer. You're going to be feeling much better. So things start to move forward quickly. New chapter. What's the energy around Catherine and George? Energy around Catherine and George. Arguments. Arguments. You know, with this arguments card, which is different from the wands, it's like somebody's like looking backwards, like looking back on the past. You know, it's someone else is turning and walking away. So this is more of like stronger arguments. Feeling one person's waiting for the ship to come in, the other person feels like their ship is kind of set sail. And things are like slow, stuck in the mud, like slow moving. I don't know about those two. It's almost, the energy around them almost feels like I can't believe they were ever really together, because it doesn't seem like they click. Rising. What's Darian feeling for me? All right. How's Darian feeling? Rising. How's Darian feeling? He's feeling like you're very smart and that you know how to get things done. That he feels that you're emotionally stable, very strong character, and that you're constantly evolving and changing. There's a lot of finding you physically attractive as well as compassionate, easygoing, friendly, loving, kind, intuitive, and hardworking. Rising. What is something Rob always wanted to tell me? All right. What does Rob want to tell Rising? What did this guy do? Make a nest back there? All right. As long as he's quiet. That he's sorry about the disaster. So, or he's walking away from the disaster. That's what it is. Walking away from the disaster. I don't know what the disaster is. This may not have anything to do with you. This may have to do with another disaster, but he wants you to know he walked away from it. So if there was some situation that you were warning him about, you were right. And that's what he would like to tell you, but he can't. Maybe he feels like He doesn't want to hear "I told you so" or something like that. Priscilla, love reading, currently single. Okay. Okay, first card that comes in here is a wish. You've got a wish card around love. The person that comes in can be financially stable. They may be life-changing. They could be a fire, not a fire sign, an air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. You may meet them, you may meet them around either your place of business or work or theirs. There's also a Capricorn here. That could be a Capricorn. You may have a choice of two different people. I think that moving forward, you may have a choice of two different people, and things could get a little bit exciting. So look out for an air sign or possibly a Capricorn. It also could be a Capricorn born on the cusp of Aquarius, but I think you have two different people coming in. Oh, you are so welcome, KT. Rising. Am I going to hear from DMC soon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, you will. You will. You should hear from this person pretty soon. Ashley, how does my best friend feel about me? I'm going to just plug this phone in because it's getting low and I don't want it to crack out. Okay, how does my best friend feel about me for Ashley? Thinks that you're strong and passionate. Strength and passion comes up around you first. They also think that you can make anything happen. They may be a little bit jealous at times. They feel like you can get things done, or you're better suited for accomplishing what you want than they are. They think that you're genuinely a happy person. There's a little bit of jealousy here, but that's normal. Thinks that you have a lot of choices, things that people genuinely like you, things that you're smart, successful, and attractive. New chapter. How does George feel about me? The time we spent last time in the conversation that we had. How does George feel about the time that we spent the last time? Excellent. That's like peace. Like he feels like it was peaceful. It was calm. It was enjoyable. Soulmate connection. Feels very connected. Now about the conversation that you had, he feels strong. He feels prepared. He feels good. Whatever it was that went on that time, it was good overall. Peacefulness. That's a good one. That's good when somebody feels peace. Because there's so many situations that make us feel crazy. But that was peace that came up around him. And the conversation looks like it went well too. Jada. Do I have a player coming into my life? Okay. Yes. 70% chance, yes. Georgia, love reading, please. You may be feeling like your love life is going nowhere, but that's not true. Moving forward, you got choices coming in. You've got air signs around you and earth signs around you. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, or earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You also may have someone around you who's very creative, could be a Pisces. And some of the people, right, there's 3 people I'm thinking that you have around you right now. 2 of them may be around you right now. One may come in out of the blue, that you just meet somewhere or you hear from, you haven't heard from for a while, they come in out of the blue. Be careful that you don't get caught up in a love triangle. Now, if you're the center of the love triangle, then that's fine. I don't care. I just don't want you to be in a situation when you're feeling like it's me versus you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're the one that's got 2 people, then more power to you. But you also have divine guidance on your side, which means things should fall into place for you without you having to do too much. You have a lot of happiness coming in around love, but I don't think this happens right away. I think you kind of have to sift through all the different players before you get there. Liz, messages from the angels. Looking at me like that for. The Star, Archangel Jophiel. Happy times. Make positive, optimistic, long-term plans. You're on the right path. The 10 of Fire. Excuse me. A contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. 6 of Fire. Victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. Archangel Jophiel is around you. That's a nice one. Happy times, positive, optimistic, long-term plans. Good. Jada, should I pursue criminal justice or working with children? Okay, let's see. Criminal justice. Children. I think criminal justice. I would go with criminal justice. Anjali, love reading. What is AJ feeling from me? Okay. First card that comes up around you guys. 2 of Cups. Feels connected, feels love. Feels like you guys are very strong or you're strong personally. You guys are he's either feeling you as a couple can be strong or you personally strong. Feeling like you made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. There's a lot of happiness that comes in around your relationship with him. If you're not there yet, you're not there yet, but it's coming. Things are starting to grow and change. With the Death card, evolution comes in. Feeling grounded, feeling creative. You have a good connection with him. There's victory around this situation. Things should be moving along nicely over the next couple of months. Mimi, why does JDJ keep watching me and posting someone else? Well, I think they're playing games a little bit. And it's like they're working at it. Like they're playing games and they're working at the games. Like putting up things that they want you to see. Checking on you to see what if you're reacting or if you're posting any of those. You know how people put up like vague posts, hoping that somebody else has an idea of what they're saying. I don't know, is this a girl or a guy? It doesn't matter. Whoever JDJ is, they're playing games. They're doing things hoping that you're going to see it. They're checking out your page to see if you're kind of responding in some kind of slick way. I don't like this kind of behavior because I feel like it doesn't accomplish anything and nobody really knows what the meaning is behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I posted something right now, how would I know that the person I intended to see it saw it? What happens if it gets lost in their feed and they don't see it? Like, it's just, social media is not how we should be communicating with people. Social media is put up pictures because you get to show pictures to a large group of people at once. But it shouldn't be the way that we're communicating. And too many people are communicating that way. And it's really destroying relationships. Because what is the point of this, playing games? If you're so into this other person, then just be with the other person. What do you got to put it on? What? What? I don't understand what the point is, but that's how I feel, and I feel like it's very destructive. But we also don't know what. You see, social media is a twisted thing because you don't know that she's not posting or for the other person. You know what I mean? Like, for example, if I post with my next door neighbor to make him jealous, okay? So if he's like, well, you keep posting with him, what's going on? You posted with him. But what if it was my neighbor that was like, will you post with me so that I can make her jealous? You know what I mean? Like, we don't know which way it's going. Like, that's why I hate all this bullshit, because you don't know who it's for. Like, who are you trying to show it to? It's like a big game. Too much energy's got to go into it. Susie, he just messaged me saying that he wants to see me. I'm confused. You know, this guy makes me a little nervous. If you're going to see him, I don't know. There's the tower is here, which makes me feel like there could be some kind of a disaster coming if you meet him in person. Just make sure that there's either someone around or you're not alone. Just because with the tower here and knowing how his behavior is, I would be concerned that I would just want someone else to be around so they could see it or witness it, or just in case of anything, because I don't know, I just don't trust his behavior. And it shows here, like, not feeling like he's pursuing and not feeling like he's made it to the top of the mountain, and then the tower moment. So if you want to see him, I think it's fine, but I would either meet him somewhere in public or make sure somebody else is around. Like, if he comes to your house, just make sure that you have kids. Just make sure somebody's there. The kids, you know, whoever, your best friend, anybody, just, or have somebody pop in, because I don't know, there's just something about the situation just doesn't sit right with me. He's too all over the place, and then the tower card is there. Just make sure that you're not alone. Mimi, should I just respond and watch it or let it be? I get a 99% chance that you should just watch it. Watch it and don't say anything. You know, it's kind of hard to tell. So, because sometimes, like, if you don't watch it, they may work double time to try to get your attention. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes, like, normally I would say don't give it any attention, right? But every once in a while I feel like Sometimes you got to raise hell. And I don't know, the cards are suggesting watch it, but don't say anything. Don't comment. I don't know. So much energy's got to go into this crap, you know? I wish that it should just be so much, it should be easier. Ariane, General. You got some spontaneous times coming in, something that comes in out of the blue that's really fun. You may be spending a lot of time right now thinking over or overthinking or in contemplation. Things may be feeling a little bit stagnant right now, but that's how everybody's feeling. You're not alone. Things will be moving forward for you slowly but surely, and you have a lot of good luck around you with the Wheel of Fortune. Anxiety seems to move into the past quickly. So I don't know where you are in the world, you know, like as far as this whole lockdown, but it looks like you may be feeling less effects than some other people. It may not affect you financially as much as it may affect some other people. So that's a good thing. Spontaneity comes in, some fun, maybe. It could be day trips, trips overnight, something out of the blue that's a lot of fun once the lockdown is over. And feeling prepared. Once all of this passes, you're going to really be feeling like prepared and ready to take the bull by the horns. Susie, I'm worried now. He comes to my home. My son is here. See, he comes up all over the place. Like he comes up celebration, right? And then he comes up ungrounded. And then it's like arguments and bickering. Feeling like he's gotten nowhere. Feeling like he's pulling back his love. But then he comes back working really hard. And then the final card is like spontaneity out of the blue, out of nowhere, doing fun, carefree things. So what makes me nervous is because he's so erratic. So I would just want someone to be around just in case you, for whatever reason, you needed a witness, or I don't know that he would get really violent, but he's just been kind of crazy lately. How old is your son? Is he like a teenager, somebody who could handle things if he needed to, like, I don't know, the whole thing just makes me a little bit uncomfortable. Ever since that Friday night where he acted really weird, it makes me a little bit nervous. It's like he runs so hot and cold. And since he's accused you of doing like crazy stuff that like there's nothing showing that you've been doing, he's got no reason to think that. Kiki, what's going to happen tomorrow? Okay. Well, it's hard to lock in on exactly tomorrow, but I'm going to say this is going to be over the next couple of days. Your intuition is very sharp. You hear from somebody from your past, and you could be getting a new job opportunity, or you could come up with a new business idea or a new job idea, something that you may do on the side, and you might do it with a partner, and it's pretty solid. The relationship is pretty solid. Moving forward over the next couple of days, you may have some choices that you have to make, and you feel really lucky. You have a wish that comes true, or something falls into your lap pretty easily. Susie, should I put it off until next weekend? %, chance, yes, you should put it off till next weekend, but the Hangman is here, which is like feeling stuck, feeling like, excuse me, like not going anywhere, stuck in the mud, things aren't moving forward. So I don't know if putting it off would make it worse. It may be better just to do it now and get it over with and see what happens. Today is what? Today is Thursday. I can't even remember what day it is anymore. I've been in this house so much. If he comes, when's he gonna come? Tomorrow? I would do it this weekend. I wouldn't put it off. He didn't respond at all. He didn't say anything about what you said in the messages. Julie. Energy with Donald and his girl for next month. Like things are not going, they're not evolving. They're kind of feeling a little stuck in the mud next month. There may be some arguments around them too, and some indecision. They may not be agreeing on something, and it could be something that keeps resurfacing around them. Overall, I think that it's something like a reoccurring fight that they have. Might come in again for next month. Lee, career reading. Okay, well, moving forward, you're feeling well balanced when it comes to your career. And there may be some extra money coming in, or you could be paying off a loan or a credit card or something that's kind of like a sigh of relief. You may have decisions to make around career, and you're really undecided and not sure what to do. You have a lot of choices to make around your career. Once you make your choices, your career moves forward quickly, and you have a wish around your career. Moving forward, there's a large sum of money that comes in. So I don't know if you're changing jobs, getting a promotion, starting a side business, but something is bringing in more money over the next couple of months. It's not going to be right away. And you have choices, lots of choices coming in. Feeling a little indecisive too about those choices. Adriana, will I have kids with him? %70 chance you have kids with him. Lee, does Dominique P. watch my social media? Okay, let's see. Yeah? Adriana, is he thinking of me? And if so, what about? It seems like things remind him of you all the time, and he thinks about you sporadically throughout the day, and that's normal for him. Like things just remind him of you, and like he stops and thinks about it, or you know, he may see something or hear something that just brings you to his mind. It's not uncommon for him to think about you at all. Susie, do you pick up on domestic violence with him? I never did before, but I don't know, and I don't like the way that things have been feeling lately. Let's see what the cards say. Could he be violent? Could he be like an abuser or domestic violent abuser? I get a 70% chance he could be abusive. 70% chance, yeah. And I feel like he's wouldn't always be like that. Like, I don't know. I think that there's something off with him mentally. That when he's off, he's off. When he's okay, he's not a bad guy. When he's okay, he's a decent guy. But when he's off, there's something that's just not right there. I don't know. He makes me a little nervous. The things he's accused you of, him being very erratic. Kiki, anything happening with Sal tomorrow? Okay. You could be at the right place at the right time and run into him, or it could be the kind of thing where you're thinking of him and he calls, that kind of thing, because this is divine timing or divine interference. You could run into him or you could hear from him tomorrow. But I don't know if you're in a location where you can get together. Here we can't get together with people. We have to stay separate. But and there's nothing open. But I guess if you like, the parks were open, but they recently closed them. You can't even go to a park here. So I don't know if you'll be able to physically see him, but there could be contact of some type. Priscilla, does Eric, the security guard, want to be with me? Okay, let's see. %70 chance, yes, he does want to be with you, or he would be with you. TD, will I still be hearing from the Aries soon? Yes, you should be hearing from him soon. J Mac, how's Caitlin feeling towards me right now? Feels that you are loving, kind, successful, well balanced, passionate, nurturing, caring, creative, attractive, intuitive. Okay, let me go back up to the top. Abby, is there any new love coming in soon? Yes. Yes. All right, hang on. Let me see if I can get a sign. There's happiness that comes in with all 10 cups being full. When a new person comes into your life that is well-grounded and established financially, and they're an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Ah. I choked to death. Um, where am I here? To the top. Malapali, when will I meet the Gemini? Could be sometime late fall. Reza, how does Julian feel about me? How does Julian feel about me? I like that name, Julian. How does Julian feel? He feels that you're very well grounded, you're balanced, friendly, attractive, kind, funny, personable, well balanced comes in again, and intuitive. Michelle, how many days until I hear from my ex? Could be within like the week. You may be hearing from them soon. Sonia, the current feelings, his current feelings and thoughts towards me. Thinks that you're creative. Um, you have ingenuity. I don't know how to say that, but that comes up. Perseverant. That you're constantly evolving. You are loving, kind, strong, prepared, successful. You made it to the top of the mountain, and you're loving. Loving comes up twice. Shelly, a friend of mine attempted suicide tonight. Oh my God, sorry to hear that. Can you see any happiness coming in for her? Oh my God. Yes. The final card here is Temperance, which is balance, patience, compassion. Um, you know, I used to have a conversation, not just me, but we used to talk about this a lot in the office that I worked at, because one of the women that worked with us, her husband was a volunteer fireman. So, you know, they get called to a lot of crazy calls. And a lot of them were bridge jumpers. And the woman used to always say to me, well, not to me, but we would have this conversation, and she would say things like, you know, I just can't imagine what would be so terrible that you don't want to live anymore. And she told a story about somebody who jumped off the bridge and didn't die, but became paralyzed. And, you know, the whatever went on. And she was saying, I just can't imagine being in such a position, feeling so sad. But I can understand, like, sometimes things get really difficult and people just don't see a way out. I mean, the truth is that there always is a way out. You can always figure a way out. Like, there's something to be said with when you try to help yourself, things start to kind of align. Like if you take the bull by the horns and you're like, okay, this is what I need. I have to figure out how I can get help and get to the place that I need to be. Things will start to fall in line. But it's hard to take that first step, especially when you're feeling like that. And chances are there, I mean, that she has like a legitimate reasons, like legitimately shitty things have happened. And sometimes really shitty things happen to really good people and they don't deserve it. And I get it, you know, I hear it, you know, I totally understand. It's terrible, but the good news is that once you've hit that low, you can really build yourself up. and you can really figure out how to put one foot in front of the other. And there's so much help out there. There's so many like groups, and you know, like I have a very good friend of mine that's very involved in a 12-step